sum of a GP, let us look at how we can find the sum of a given number of terms of a GP. Example 1, the first term of a GP is 2 and the common ratio is 3. Find the sum of the first 6 terms. Before we dwell so much on the question, let us remember the formulas for finding the sum of a GP. In the introduction, we say there are 2 formulas. 1, the sum of n terms of a GP is given by A into R power n minus 1 over R minus 1. And we use this formula when the value of R is more than 1. The second formula too is that the sum of n terms of a GP is given by the first term A into 1 minus R power n over 1 minus R. And we use this formula when the value of R is less than 1. And in both cases, an NB is that the value of R should not be 1. Okay, the value of R should not be 1 because on the denominator here it becomes 0 and that makes the sum undefined. So the task is yours. If you are given the common ratio, like in this case, then you assess, is the given common ratio more than 1? If it is more than 1, you use the first formula. If the given common ratio is less than 1, then you use the second formula. So these are the 2 formulas that their use depends on the given value of R or on the calculated value of R that you have at hand. Now let us go to this question and see how we can apply either of the formulas that we have stated. So our solution, let us collect the given information. We are given the first term A as 2, you note it down. We are given the common ratio R as 3. And the question is asking for the sum of the first 6 terms. So we shall say the sum of the first 6 terms is what we are looking for, right? That is the word in question. Remember, since we are looking for the sum of the first 6 terms, our number of terms is 6. Our number of terms is 6. So before you do anything, first assess the value of R so that you use an appropriate formula. What is the value of R? R is 3. Then you ask yourself, is 3 more than 1 or less than 1? 3 is more than 1. So we use the first formula. Therefore, our sum of n terms of a GP will be A into R power n minus 1 close over R minus 1, simply because our R is 3, which is more than 1. Remember, in the formula, it is not R power n minus 1. Okay, it is R power n, then the minus on the same line. The minus 1 is not part of the power. This one is used only for n, for finding the nth term. But the formula is this way. I've stated it clearly. Anyway, enough of the much talk. Let us solve our question now. So since we have identified R and the formula to use, then we substitute that the sum of how many terms? The first 6 terms becomes A. Our A is the first term into R. R is the common ratio 3, right? Power n. What is n? N is the number of terms in question. So 3 to the power 6. Then you say down here minus 1, close, over r. R is 3, so we shall say 3 minus 1. And now from here you simplify. We shall have 2 into, then you press your calculator. What is 3 power 6? 729. 729. Then the formula says minus 1 over 3 minus 1 will get 2. Then we simplify. Shall have 2 into, subtract 1, 728 out of 2. And then there are two options. 2 and 2 can cancel and you have 728, or you can start by multiplying 2 times 728, you get the answer, and then you divide by 2, you get the same answers. So let me just simplify from here. Our answer becomes 728. Therefore, the sum of first 6 terms is 728. That forms the solution to example 1. So in example 1, this is where we lay the foundation.